We are back for another season here of NCAA Football 14. This is the Highland Scotties Dynasty, Team Builder Dynasty, I should say. And this is episode 104 as we're back for season 7. And today we're going to start our season on the road here against the Crimson Tide. Yes, we're going to face those Crimson Tide here who happen to be number 1 in the nation going into the season. As we'll see a classic number 1 versus number 2 here today as we kick off season number 7. Hopefully you guys will like, subscribe, and hit that bell notification so you guys be notified of more of this series and all our series here on ESGNet. As we're, like I said, back for season 7, and boy, don't we have a season to go here. So take a look at Zach Saunders, who last week had a pretty decent season to start our first year last year, I should say. Didn't play in too many games there, but what he did was pretty decent there. And of course, now this will be his, as he's coming in as a junior redshirt, be his first year as the guy under center taking charge of the Crimson Tide offense, as well as Johnny Hernandez, as we talked about in the previous video here on the channel about this season, and of course about this first game coming up here. And of course, it's Alabama. They got a lot of weapons here on their offense as well on their defense. And this is not going to be a nice game for either team. There will be some struggles in this game, both through the passing game, the running game. They're pretty equal on those fronts, as well as the defense here. Now, for us, we might have a slight edge on our defense because really we did not lose anybody on our defensive line. Defense secondaries or anything like that from the previous seasons, at least from last season. So we still got a lot of our guys on offense and defense. I think if any, I think we may have lost maybe one person on defense, and then on offense we didn't lose anybody. Of course, there's a Heisman Trophy winner, Jasper Reed, who of course won the Heisman Trophy last year, and trying to see if we can go get him to be back-to-back Heisman Trophy candidates this year. I see a quick pass there to Ramirez, who gets the catch, and that's going to be enough for the first. So this is our first time playing against Alabama here in their home stadium. The last 2 times we played against them was back national championship games. First time we met against them was back in season 1, where we got blown out pretty good, 49-29. And then back in season 3, we played against them, and we won that game at 16-19, winning the national championship. So like I said, this is our first time here in Alabama playing against them in their own home stadium. As you see, an incomplete pass, and that's going to possibly retire this drive now. As, oh no, they're going to go ahead and go for it here on 4th and 4, as Coach Bond's pretty confident here. He wants to get Reed, the offense, going, keep the ball. And we'll see Reed here takes off. Reed's looking for a block here. He's got enough for the first down and plenty more, as they're going to push him out there near the 33-yard line. Or excuse me, 36-yard line. Hand off there to Davidson. Of course, Davidson is a Heisman Trophy candidate as well, who is looking to maybe possibly get his first ever Heisman Trophy candidate, as well as, of course, Godfrey is one of those, he's been considered the last 2 years now, possibly making a running for the Heisman Trophy. We can just get to the ball to him a little bit more often this year than we have in previous years. To see Ramirez gets a nice catch, and the tight end, who's been our tight end for the last 2 seasons now, has really put up some numbers there, and of course making great catches and plays like that. Getting out to the inside of the red zone here for Highland, as they'll get a 1-yard carry there from Davison. Already now their 10th play here on this drive. A little over 3 minutes here on this drive. And Highland here, having their Heisman Trophy candidate here, trying to lead the way here. Davison is going to run this one up the middle, or out to the left-hand side, Runs that one there for an 11-yard gain for a first down. Highland able to move the chains once again. As now it's 1st and goal coming up here. So far looking pretty solid here on this drive. Had to go on 4th down there and was successful with it. Now let's see if we can punch this one in here for a touchdown. And they do so, as Davison gets his first rushing touchdown of the season. Highland leads us now 7-0 here in Bama. As the Bama crowd not liking this at all. Take a quick look here around the nation, as you see number 3, Oklahoma taking on Auburn. Of course, this is a new SEC possibly rivalry between these two. 37-21. Oklahoma wins this one. It's their first game in the SEC. Take a look at some other games in progress right now. Or actually, some games are just finishing up. And there you see those games. Notre Dame loses to number 4 Texas. Wow, 45-28. Let's get back to our game here. 7-0 here. Sanders drops back in the pocket, throws this one up there. That's going to go to Davis. And he is able to catch that ball for a first down. Of course, Davis, like I said, Sanders not played too much last year. He was in a couple of games there. Of course, this year is his first year starting. And he's going to try to see what he can do here on the field. As he gets this one there, that's a great catch by Hawkins. As he gets a 16-yard reception. And for us to get back to really get at this quarterback here, we got to apply some pressure on. We got to start blitzing, and of course we got to keep our guys close in coverage, and just try to penetrate that offensive line of Alabama. You see a great incomplete pass as Sanders throws that one a little low there for the receiver. Go now to a 3rd and 10 coming up. And like I said, we just got to put some pressure on this young man. He has not seen the field too often here. Like this one right here, as Olsen gets a hold of him. Nice 8-yard loss. That's going to put him, force him to punt the football. So we have 1st and 10 here. Ball near the 45-yard line. Nice, excellent punt for us. Great punt position now. As we'll see Reed drops back, scrambling off to the right-hand side, looking down the field here, trying to think about throwing it. No, he's going to get sacked. And that's a loss of 4 on the play. As Billy Shaw will get the sack there, his first sack of the season. Highland now looking at a 2nd and 14 coming up here. They know this is a tough crowd to be a part of. As now, quick pass there and almost getting hit there, but Ramirez able to make the catch. As Reed zips that one right out of his hands quickly there to Ramirez for the first. Handoff now to Davison. Davison going to run this one here. Gets a nice go around the edge there and finds the first down marker. Gets a gain of 13 on the play. And again, another new set of downs here for the Highland Scotties as they're successful here already in this second drive. 1st and 10 here after the run. Let's see what they'll try to do this time around. Reed calling audible here. He knows that these guys, this is something they've been working on. Trying to work on hand gestures. And of course, just nonverbal communication as they get a great catch there from the 2nd string tight end on that one as he gets a gain of 14 there on that play. Quick pass there to Ramirez, and Ramirez gets into the end zone there. Touchdown Highland Scotties as they get the 2nd touchdown of the day here. First receiving touchdown there from Reed, his first of the season, and Ramirez his first of the season. Nice play as those two are able to connect there on that one there. And it's now 14-0. Alabama is trailing. Not like Alabama trailing like this, but of course, don't want to jinx ourselves here. As an open backfield there. Saunders, well, he is getting a little spooked there as he threw that one away quickly after snapping that one. It's going to be now 3rd and 10 coming up. We'll see what he can do. Try to make a stop here. Saunders brought back here. Nice pocket there from him. Oh, he's going to get hit as he throws that. As soon as I said something there. Nice stop there from the defensive line. And it's going to force them to go 4th and 10 and force them to punt the ball. 1st and 10, handoff to Davison here. Davison going to get tripped by his own blocker. And he's going to end up losing 3 on that play. Nice tackle there from Nate Williams. Off to the far right-hand side of your screen. Reed on audible. Cross back to Reed. Reed looks around. He scrambles around here in the pocket, looking down the field here, going for that block. He finds that block, and he's going to get the first down. Nice carry there from the QB. Of course, he had well over 1,000 some odd yards last year on the ground, and did very well there towards the end, getting quite a few rushing touchdowns as well. We're hoping to see him do that even more so this season, as it's going to get tougher and tougher as weeks come here, as they know he is trying to go after that Heisman Trophy. So he's going to have to make the difference up with using his legs more often here, I think, this season. He's talking to Coach Teddy Bonds about it. Oh, nice stop there as they get about a gain of 4 on that reception. 2nd and 4 coming up here. Just 50 seconds left here in the first quarter. Godfrey in motion. Audible being called by Reed. Reed, of course, trying to take his time here. Play clock's running down to 5. He's got to snap it here. Drops back in the pocket. He's being chased down. He's being falling brought down there by Jeremy Davison as he gets a sack on the play. And it's going to put it at 3rd and 16 with 18 seconds left here in the first quarter. Alabama's starting to heat up defensively. Let's see if we can make a big play here. Reed drops back in the pocket, throws up the middle there to Ramirez. Ramirez gets the catch, and he squeezes it in there for the first down. Nice job absorbing that catch. As now we go to the second quarter. After that first down there on that great play for Ramirez. Let's see if we continue this drive. Like I said, we've been doing a great job here keeping that Crimson Tide defense out there. So we'll see a quick pass to Ramirez, and Ramirez gets the catch. Burns was wide open up the middle there, but Reed did not want to take that chance, I guess. See there on the far side there, Hicks, the backup tight end. We're going to try to key on a lot more here, get him a little more experience this season. We'll probably see him get more catches here as the day goes on, especially if this goes out to the territory blowout. Robinson in motion. Play clock running down to 3. Reed here drops back here, finds Ramirez, and his go-to guy there gets a nice catch for a gain of 8 on the play. He's nearing 100 yards now for the day with, of course, 1 receiving touchdown. 1st and 10 coming up here for Scotties. Looking very confident in this drive. 14-0 here as we halfway through the first half. Reed drops back in the pocket, throws this one up there to Godfrey. Godfrey gets the catch, and that's going to be a gain of 7. That's going to be now a 2nd and 4, 2nd and 3 here, I believe, somewhere in one of those two. Drop back from Reed. Reed drops back here in the pocket, throws this one up there. That's going to go to Burns, and Burns is able to get enough there for the first. They say he got it in, and his feet were in bounds. So he does get the 3 yards or so that we need for the first as we get a new set of downs here at 1st and goal. On the 10-yard line. 7:11 left here in the first half. Reed here scrambling around here. Reed's got to get rid of this football here, and Reed's going to get out of bounds as he's going to lose a loss of 13 on that carry. Should have got rid of it. He should have threw it away, but instead he ends up losing the yardage. So he's going to have to make this up now here in this situation. 3rd and goal coming up here. We're getting close to getting that touchdown there, but now we drop back too far, too deep, and you see Ramirez gets the catch, but he drops it as he gets hit at the same time. Nice play there from the defense, and that's going to force us to kick a field goal here. First field goal of the season, and the field goal is up, and it is good. It's 17-0 here in Bama. That's Crimson Tide down by 17. 6:42 left here in the first half. Sanders, here now going to take the ball himself, call his own number. He's going to move around enough to get the first as they'll mark him near the 40. That's a 13-yard carry, and that's a first down for Alabama. Saunders getting his guys back up on the line here. Drops back here. He's going to scramble now, run this one here. He drops the football there, but it Walters. I believe either he's a tight end or receiver. He will get the ball, and the Crimson Tide will hold on possession. That was scary there. And Saunders now drops back in the pocket, looks to the right-hand side, has to throw it away. Pressure upon him that time around. Great job there from the defense. As it's going to be a 2nd and 10 coming up here for Bama. Bama trying to get down the field here, down by 17. 6:15 left here in the first half. Sanders drops back here. Sanders going around here. Steps over a guy before he gets taken down there. Nice stop there for the defense. 3rd and 8 coming up. Sanders drops back in the pocket, throws this one up there again. He's got to throw it away. It's pressure. The offensive line just kind of starts to crumble there as the defense is all over him that time around. He has to, of course, throw it away, and that's going to be a punt situation now. Davison now has the football here for the Scotties. He's going to run this one there near the 30 as he gets 11 yards on the carry, getting a new fresh set of downs here for the Highland Scotties as they have the ball in the possession there near the 32-yard line. 1st and 10. 27 left here in the second quarter. Reed here drops back in the pocket. Catch there from Hicks. Hicks gets the catch, and he's able to only get a yard on that carry, on that reception. And Matthew Hicks, one of our young, talented tight ends coming in this season, as he is taking over and hopefully be able to take over that position as a tight end next season full time. Catch there to Ramirez, the statesman there for the tight ends there in the receiving core. Makes a great catch there. Nice job as he's able to move the chains as he has 8 catches for 119 yards there. I'm sure Alabama's going to keep a close eye on him here in the second half. 1st and 10, play action. Reed drops back in the pocket. Reed up the middle there. That's going to be tapped away by Dominic Parker. This is a young man that we definitely have to watch out for up in the middle there as he's a middle linebacker. And this kid is very talented there. He could give us some problems here if we do not keep a close eye on him. 1st and 10, Reed now bootleg here outside to the right-hand side. Finds Godfrey, and Godfrey gets the catch for a gain of 10. That's going to move the chains now as we get close to the 30-yard line on that 1st and 10. 1st and 10 coming up here. 17-0. Alabama's trailing. Hand off there to Davison. Davison gets a good block here. Davison trying to get down the field. And Davison's going to get gain 5 on that play. Nice tackle there from the defenseman there for Alabama. 3rd and 4 coming up here. Try to see if we can convert her on this 1st down. We got to get it inside the 20 to get the 1st. And Reed now running off this to the right-hand side here. Going to call his own number instead. Takes this one down the sideline. He gets more than enough for the 1st down as he's getting just taken out, or he just runs out of bounds there near the 12-yard line. 1st and 10. 2:40 left here in the first half. Davis here gets a run, but does not get a good tackle as he ended up losing a yard there on that carry. Nice stop there from George Cooper. 2nd and 11 coming up here for the Highland Scotties. Scotties looking to get this one in the end zone here. Looks like it could be a pass situation here. As Reed stays in the pocket there, throws up the middle there to Burns, and Burns gets the catch for an 8-yard reception. Put him there now at a 3rd and 3 coming up here. And what do you do on 3rd and 3? Well, some teams run the ball, but I think Highlands look like they're going to try to pass the ball here. So they're trying to squeeze this one in here. They're going to have to zip this one here quickly. They want the touchdown. Down to 7 on the play clock here. Reed drops back in the pocket. Solid pocket there. And he throws to Godfrey for the touchdown. Touchdown, Highland Scotties. As Godfrey gets his 1st touchdown this season. Whereas last year he led in touchdown receptions. And there you see Flanagan beating Flanagan's record there. Reed does with 118 touchdowns for his career here at Highland. 1st and 10 coming up here. Saunders here looks up, fires this one there to Davis. And Davis will, of course, get the catch, and that'll be enough there for the 1st. Man in motion there for Alabama. Sanders here now trying to get away here. Tries to break off a tackle, but he is going to be gobbled up by a group of Scotties there for only a 5-yard carry. 2nd and 5 coming up here for the Crimson Tide. Packed house here in Alabama tonight. Number 1 versus number 2. Of course, this will be a national televised game as Hawkins gets a great catch there near midfield, and that's going to be a 1st and 10 with 1:10 left here for Alabama. 24-0. Sanders throwing this one there. That's going to be a complete pass. Nobody can get to that one there. As he had to throw that one in because of pressure. So now 2nd and 10 coming up here for the Highland Scotties. Sanders drops back in the pocket. Throws that one up to Warren. Warren there gets the catch. And does he have enough to get the 1st? They're going to say no. He's going to be inches short. So we'll see now what they'll do here on 3rd and inches. Look for the run here. Try to close up that middle there. And that's exactly what they do. They go to that one Henderson there. Henderson gets a gain of yard, 6-yard carry there. I don't know where our guys were there on that play. They should have known that was going to be the case. As Warren gets a catch, he gets out of bounds there quickly. Bang, bang play. That's enough for a 17-yard reception for the 1st down. Bama looking to strike the score here before the half. 47 seconds left here as Henderson there gets into the end zone. Touchdown. Crimson Tide. As the Tide come in now. And they score their 1st points of the day here. And 1st points of the season here. They're going to try to go for 2 here. As they're going to probably try to go for 2 out since they are so down so far here. Sanders here now is going to move down into the running lane there, and he's going to get into the end zone. Touchdown, Alabama. It's now 24-8. 44 seconds left here. Not much for Highland to do, really. Just keep possession of the ball and just try to get down the field. You see here, he finds Ramirez. Ramirez gets a great catch. And they are in field goal range here as Bama takes a timeout. Their second timeout now here in the half. As they're trying to just keep avoid Highland from scoring here. 38 seconds left. Reed drops back in the pocket, looking down the field here, looking up, trying to throw that one up there. That's going to be caught by Glover. As Glover takes this one here, he's trying to take it back for a pick six, and he's going to be stopped there at the 35-yard line. As now Bama has the ball here after the turnover here. Now trying to see if they can turn it to points. 1st and 10 here. Sanders gets out of the pocket there, rolling down the field here. And he loses 2 yards on that carry. Intended for a pass, but just could not find nobody. Decided to turn it into a run. 2nd and 12. Sanders here again drops back into the pocket. Sanders going to get gobbled up and finally taken down. And that's how the half is going to end. As Alabama is down by 2 scores here. 24-8 here at halftime. Boy, what a halftime this first half has been for Highland. Wasn't really expecting this, Highland, we see, like I said, in the national championship game, we played against Bama. It was a pretty close game there. This one's looked like we got away with a little bit of some here. So we're going to take a look here at our recruitment here. This is what we're going to do kind of occasionally from time to time. Now, we already got 3 instant people already signed to us. There you see Alex Thompson, 78 overall. Great speed, great acceleration. Take a look at his pursuit as well as his, oh my goodness, look at that man coverage and zone coverage there. So it's one of the guys that we've put on recruiting more early on. They say, hey, we want to sign with you guys. And I'm sure he'll definitely be getting a starting position next season, as a lot of we'll have 3 seniors that'll be leaving us in that corner position. So he'll be one of those 3 that will get a chance to be the starter, or at least one of the 2 starters next season when it comes to being a corner there for us. So I really like the speed. Like I said, the acceleration, jumps not too bad either. And of course the coverage is definitely where we want it to be. Excuse me. As we move along here, we'll see Justin Hughes. He is a 76 overall outside linebacker. Great speed for our linebackers, as well as acceleration, tackle. Pretty average there, along with play recognition. His hit power and, of course, his pursuit is decent as well. Take a look at his coverage there. Nice zone coverage. Of course, man-to-man coverage, not too much to worry about, but it can be worked on. And of course, his block shedding is not bad at either. He does a pretty good job there as well. So 76 overall outside linebacker again. Got some linebackers that will be leaving next season. And if Justin can play his cards right here, he could be, he signed with us now, so he could definitely be one of our starters for next season when it comes to one of the outside linebacker positions. We'll just have to find out which side he's best at, if he's best at the left or the right side, outside linebacking positions. So not bad numbers at all. I was really impressed that we already got 3 people to sign with us in the first couple of weeks here of the season, because normally that does not happen too often. And our final player here, Joshua Allen, he is one of the players that you guys seen on our showcase here, and he's a 76 overall outside linebacker. You already know the story about him. If you want to know more about him, guys, of course, you guys go back to the showcase video. I think he was in the second part, if I'm not mistaken, but links are down below for both showcases videos, so there are the prospects for next season. But we got him signed, so that's going to be awesome for him to get signed. He's already signed with us, so I'm really glad that he's going to be able to show us up on the field. He's selling, by what his profile says, he's a pretty dedicated player, and we really cannot wait to see him on campus next spring, or in the spring when we have a spring ball. He says he is ready for spring ball. He's already kind of invited himself already to spring ball, and we kindly accepted. He's going to actually have early admissions to Highland in the spring as well. So congratulations to Joshua, and of course all the other 2 players there. And of course the last one, literally, I'm just handing the paper here. Corbin Ning, he is of course a 75 overall defensive tackle. He's another player of ours that was showcased in the showcase as well. There you see his speed not the greatest, but take a look at his tackle, his play recognition, his hit power, and of course the pursuit. And look at that block shedding. Woo! He is definitely going to be a great run stopper up the middle there, and really shut down any teams that like to run on us up the middle. He is definitely going to be a guy that can do a lot of that for us. Now we're just working on trying to get better pass rushers as well. Of course, we got some of those guys on our list this year as well, as we're trying to look at for some players in that part as well. But right now, Ning is going to be a great player for us to plug up that middle. Just need somebody else to help him out. You see some other players there that we're looking at, Jeremiah Childs, and of course Anthony Quinn as well are some other players that we're looking at there. So there's just some of the guys we're looking at some of the players that have already signed already. And like I said, from week to week, depending on if we have players signed or not, we'll showcase them. We'll talk about them like we're doing like in this one here today, and so on and so forth. Actually, the next video you guys will see here will be a more in-depth look at some of the players that we're looking at. Some of them we've already got scouted 100% on for you guys. You guys will see more of those players coming up in that Highland Scotties first. Second will be the second Highland Scotties Scotty Sports Talk videos. It'll be our first recruitment video that we'll have for the season. And then of course we'll have some more as things change and go along here. So hopefully we'll get some more signings, especially after this big game here over Alabama. Take a look here at our recruiting board. There you see some of the players we need. We targeted 3 fullbacks right now. We just need 1. We have 2 kickers that we're targeting. We just need 1 from that side of the ball. Offensive side ball is pretty good, pretty solid there. Godfrey's only freshman or senior that we'll lose. We have 4 freshmen right now, wide receiver wise. And I think 2 of those are redshirted, so we're not too bad in that department. Take a look at the defensive side of the ball, outside linebacker. You see we need 1 there, so we just need 1 more from our list. We targeted 3, and then corners there. You see we need 2 more, as we targeted 3 already. Of course, we were adding more targets as we go along here with players that just for depth reason wise, try to get some more players that can help us out. Maybe not start this next year, this time next year, but definitely could make an impact in years to come. But yeah, let's get back to the second half of the game here. It's just like I said, this has been a pretty good game. We're kind of getting away with a lot of stuff here offensively, and I'm sure the second half is going to be just a nightmare for us. Like I said, it's still Alabama. This is still the Alabama team that we all grown to hate and have that love-hate relationship with. But for the most part here, Alabama not running the ball as they usually do. Of course, the passing is not up there at par, but I'm sure Sanders will step up his game here coming up in the next half. So let's go ahead and get to the third quarter, as we'll see the score still 24-8, as we'll see a man in motion here for Alabama. And Saunders here, play action here. Sanders looking down the field here, throwing this one up there. This one's going to be high and deep, and no one's going to get to that one there, as that's just an overthrow pass there. Incomplete pass there for Sanders. Going now to a 3rd and 10 coming up here. Sanders drops back in the pocket, looking down the field, up the middle there to Nash. Nash gets the catch and has more than enough for a first down. Nice reception there. First of the day here for Zach Nash, as he gets 16 yards on that reception. Henderson now running this one on the outside there, and Sam Fowler's going to have to make a stop, as that's a 5-yard carry there for Henderson. Like I said, they have not been running the ball as Alabama's known for to do in the last several years. That's a nasty hit on Marcus Hawkins. I don't see how he can get up for that one there, but he is. Another first down. Quick pass there to Davis, as Clinton Davis there gets the catch for 15. So 1st and 10 here for Alabama, as they're moving the ball very well here in this second half. Sanders now in the pocket here, drops back, looks to the left-hand side, finds the tight end Warren. As Warren gets the catch for a reception of 6. 3rd and 4 coming up now. Here we got to try and make a stop here, fellas. As they're keeping us on the field way too long here. We got to try to get through this offensive line there. Throwing that one up there. That's going to be caught. An amazing catch. An amazing throw. I don't see how Sanders got out of that one there, but touchdown. Zach Sanders throws his first touchdown of the season. And it's now 24-15. They do elect to kick the extra point there. As we'll see now, 1st and 10 here. Play action for Reed. Reed looking down the field here. Finds Ramirez. Ramirez gets the catch. Keeps both feet in bounds. You know you just need one in college football, but does get the first down. And nice stop there from Dominic Parker on that play. Guys, again, remember that's a name that you guys want to remember here when we're playing this game. He is definitely a monster there, and can make up some can be a game changer for a team. As C. Davison tries to run on the backfield there, gets only a 2-yard carry on that play. 2nd and 8 coming up here for the Scotties. As Davidson here is going to run this one there. He's going to run this one on the outside. Nice and good pass there onto the right-hand side. And that is going to put him in a 1st down situation. Nice job there for that run. Highland's in an I formation now. Hand this one off to Davison. Davison trying to get a good block on the left-hand side, but cannot. And he is able to scrape up a yard there. The defense is keying on what he is doing here on the running game. So we have to get away from the running game just for a little bit there. 3rd and 6 coming up here. They know the situation they put us in here. Now we just got to try to execute here. Reed now drops back in the pocket. Looks down. Fires this one there to Ramirez. Ramirez gets the catch. Ramirez not going down. Finally, 2 Crimson Tide players have to bring him down. Yes, he has 11 catches for 180 yards here today. And, of course, gets another 1st and 10 for the Highland Scotties. Scotty's looking very sharp here on this first drive here in the 2nd half. Reed now takes back, drops back here, fires there to Ramirez. Ramirez gets this one down inside the 10. Great throw and a great catch. 28-yard reception. Well over 200 yards now for the day here for Ramirez. Let's keep it going here for him. As we go now 1st and goal. This might be a running territory here as we'll see Reed. No, he's going to go ahead and drop back here. Fires this one there to Godfrey. Godfrey's going to be denied. He's going to be stopped, I believe, at the 2-yard line. As he was really hoping to get into the end zone there. So now 2nd and goal coming up here for the Scotties. 24-15, handoff there to Davison to the left-hand side. Gets in there. Oh, he gets stopped right at the 1-yard line. He can't believe it. As now it's going to be 3rd and goal coming up here. So now we're going to try to be smart here and just run it up the gut here. See if we can get some good blocking for the big boys as they are on the line here. 3rd and goal coming up. Play clock running down the 10. And of course, we're just going to try to take our time here and get in there. And that's a touchdown there. Highland Scotties on the board here. Highland Scotties touchdown. As Matthew Davison gets into the end zone again. His 2nd rushing touchdown of the day. His 2nd of the season. Nice job there from him. It's now 31-15. So 16-point lead right now here for us as we see a quick pass there from Davison. And Davison gets this one there. Nice play. It's now handoff here to Henderson. Henderson on the outside there. We're trying to wrap him up. Finally brought down. He will get a gain of 9, just enough there for the 1st down to move the chains now for the Crimson Tide. Crowd's still rowdy here in Bama. As we'll see, Henderson here runs this one off there. That's going to be a 1-yard carry from him. Making a 2nd and 9 coming up. Sanders now drops back in the pocket. Throws this one up there to, I'm not sure who that was, but a lot of people are right on top of it. And it looks like, it's Sharp. Excuse me, it's Sharp who gets the catch. That's a gain of 10 there, and they'll move the chains. Sanders now throwing this one up there. That's going to be caught by Hawkins. As Hawkins just skyhawking that ball everywhere on the field. Makes a nice catch there for the 1st. As we'll see now, DeSantos makes a stop there in the running game on Henderson. As Henderson is a little bitter about that. Now we'll see Henderson here run this one here, and DeSantos tracking him down, but he can't get a good wraparound on Henderson as Henderson gets a gain of 8 on the play. 3rd and 2 coming up for the Crimson Tide. You'll see now play action here. And a great handoff there. Excuse me, to Henderson again. Now 1st and 10. Run this one up the gut, and there you see a 4-yard carry from Henderson for a 2nd and 8, or 2nd and 6, excuse me. Playing no huddle here now in this situation. As Henderson running this one here again, they're just going to give it to the big boy here to run this one down the middle. As Highland just not getting the right personnel there. As Bama's trying to get stay on the field here and stay on this field as often as they can, but that's what happens when you stay on the field too much, is you get bad snaps. And that's a false start there on Bama. And that's going to push them back now. 1st and goal. They put them on the other side of the 5 here, near the 7-yard line. 1st and goal coming up. Play action. Sanders throwing up the middle here, throwing to Warren. Warren gets into the end zone. Touchdown. Highland Scotties. Nice play. As the Scotties, or excuse me, not Highland Scotties, the Crimson Tide there. The Tide will now be behind them 31-22. Davison now running up the middle here. And we'll see what he can do. He gets a couple yards there on the play. Trying to keep this drive alive. Let's see a 35 coming up here for the Highland Scotties. Play action here from Reed. Reed looking for Ramirez. Ramirez gets the catch. Ramirez again getting down the field here. He's going to get pushed out near the 42-yard, the 40. It looked like the 30. Look at the 37, 32-yard line. Reed there throws this one there. Throws this one to Godfrey, and Godfrey makes a nice catch there. And that'll end the 1st quarter here at Bryant-Denny Stadium here in Alabama. Gets started with the 4th quarter here. Highland still has possession of the ball. Snap. Reed looking down the field. Throws one up there. That's going to be brought down and taken away there from Dominic Parker. And again, making another defensive stop there. Got to watch him up the middle here. Got to try to do our best to psych him out as much as we possibly can. We're going to throw up the middle. See again, pass there to Godfrey. Godfrey gets the catch, and Godfrey gets into the end zone there. Touchdown, Scotties, as the Scotties put another touchdown on the board. This time, Godfrey, his 2nd receiving touchdown of the day. Highland starting to run away with this ball game here now. 37, soon to be 38-22 here. Great pass from Reed, and of course, a great catch from Godfrey. 1st and 10 here after the big play from Highland. Of course, Crimson Tide would like to do the same here and score quick, as I'll throw this one there to Davis. Davis, another catch for him. That'll be his 5th. And that's a 10-yard reception for a 1st down. See Sanders now in the making here, throwing this one there into Nash. Nash will get 12 on the reception. Making it out another 1st and 10 as they try to get on the ball here. No huddle. Henderson gets the ball here, hand off to him. He's going to scamper up for a quick yardage there, as he'll get about 6 on the play. They get a 2nd and 4 coming up. Henderson here now runs this one there. He's going to be stopped by Pope, and Pope's only going to give up 3 on the play, as we'll see a 3rd and 1 coming up. So look for the running here, as we'll see here. Yep, handoff there to Henderson. Henderson gets to the line of scrimmage and gets past the 1st down marker before he is noticed by the Scotties. It's going to be a 1st and 10 there for Alabama. 1st and 10 coming up here for Bama. As Henderson again gets never called, but this time they are smart here, and they get a nice stop as he loses 2 yards on that carry. Nice job there from the offensive line. I'm not sure who that was. I want to say it was Miller, but I don't think it was him. Sanders now up the middle. That's going to be thrown to Nash, and Nash is able to hold on to it. As he gets a 21-yard reception for a huge 1st down for Bama. Bama now are inside the Highland Scotties 20-yard line. Sanders throws this one up to Nash again, and Nash gets the catch near the 5-yard line for an 8-yard reception. So now 2nd and 2 coming up. Sanders again drops back in the pocket, throws this one up there to Henderson. Henderson gets the catch. Henderson's going to be denied and stopped near the 1. So now first and goal coming up here. 7:06 left here. And oh, a nice stop there for the defense as they sack Sanders. Nice stop. It's going to be a second and goal coming up for Alabama. Bama has Kilpatrick in motion. Sanders drops back in the pocket, looking down the field here. Throws one in the back of the end zone there. No, Reggie Owens almost had it. He had it on his fingertips there, but just could not come down with it for the interception. Third and goal coming up. Man in motion. Sanders drops back in the pocket, looking down the field here. Throws one to Henderson. Henderson gets some good blocking, gets into the end zone. Touchdown, Bama. And Bama is now down, going to soon be down by 9 here as they're starting to chip away at this lead. Now they're going to go for a 2-point conversion, so they can only be down by 8. Sanders looks there, finds the Kilpatrick and finds the big tight end. Gets into the end zone. Touchdown. 2-point conversion there. As Miguel Kilpatrick gets the catch for the extra 2 points. It's now 38-30. So we got a tight ball game coming up now here in these last six and a half minutes now. Highland's going to have to play extra smart here as Davidson here is going to run this one. That's going to be a 2-yard carry. As he has 21 carries for 70 yards and 2 rushing touchdowns for the day so far here. We're looking for a big run from him at some point here. 2nd and 8. Reed under center, I formation for the Scotties. As they're just trying to take their time here. They know how time of possession will be very important for them as they get 11 yards there out of Davidson for another first down as he's getting close to the century mark for the day. 1st and 10 here after the run from Davidson. I'm sure at some point here we'll probably see some backups come in here to help out in the running game. Coach Barnes likes to do that in a situation like this. As Davis here runs this one, breaks off a tackle, and it's finally taken down there for a gain of 9 on the play. As it'll be 2nd and 1 coming up here for the Highland Scotties. As the Scotties are trying to play as conservative as they possibly can. 2nd and 1 coming up. 38-30. Crowd still raucous here. And Brian Denny hand off there to Davidson. Davidson gets a good block there and gets caught. As he gets a gain of 7 there, that's a new set of downs here for the Highland Scotties as we're getting close to that century marker for Davidson for the day. Getting close to 100 yards now. Leaves at 98. Again, taking their time here. Trying to see if they can maybe get Alabama's defense to jump or something. But Davidson here runs this one there. Breaks off a tackle. Finally is wrapped up, and he'll get a gain of 3 with 4:30 left here in the 4th quarter. I'm sure Bama's getting very antsy here. And the defense is going to try to make a big play at some point here. And we got to try to avoid that here if we can. You know how Alabama is, you know how EA is, especially with top-ranked teams like how Alabama is right now. Great catch there from Matthew Hicks as he's getting a gain of 8 on the play. Gets a new set of downs, and that's going to be a 1st and 10 here for the Highland Scotties. 26 first down so far for the Highland Scotties. Alabama with 21. 1st and 10. Ramirez, Burns, and of course Godfrey on the right-hand side. Robinson there on the far left. Laycock running down to 7. Reed here drops back in the pocket, throws up the middle there to Burns. Burns gets the catch, and he is able to hold on to it. Being taken by 2 defenders, and that's going to be a 2nd and 1 coming up here as he gets a nice reception of 9 yards. 3 minutes left here in the 4th quarter. And again, just trying to chip away here at this time of possession, just trying to make the defense sweat here. At some point, Alabama's going to have to start calling timeouts. Reed here drops back in the pocket, throws this one up to Ramirez. Ramirez gets the catch, and that one's going to be a nice reception of 5 as he's getting close to 250 yards for the day. Alabama just let this man run wild all over this place, all over the stadium. He's pretty much owned it. 2:30 left here in the 4th quarter. Godfrey on the far left. Of course, Robinson on the far right. Drop back here for Reed. Reed throws up the middle there to Godfrey. Godfrey going to get this one. He's going to get enough there for the first as he gets a big 16-yard reception. That's going to put him near the Bama's 5-yard line. So now 1st and goal coming up here for the Scotties. Scotties looking for a good chance now to possibly poke one through here. 2 minutes left here in this one. Reed drops back in the pocket, throws him up there in the middle. That's going to be a touchdown there for Ryan Burns. Touchdown, Highland Scotties. Ryan Burns, his first touchdown reception as a Highland Scotty, the freshman, showing up and showing out here today. As he's getting close to 50 yards now here for today. 45-30, 15-point lead. Sanders drops back here in the pocket, throws this one up there. That's going to be tipped away, and no, it's going to be caught by Clinton Davis. Thought it was tipped away by Reggie Owens, but no, Davis able to hold on to it. So man in motion now here, great pass, got great field position now here off that pass. And there you see Hawkins can't hold on to that one this time. As it's either going to be him getting drilled or him dropping the ball. And he will drop the ball. 3rd and 10 coming up. Sanders drops back in the pocket, scrambles around, looks up, finds Clinton Davis, and Davis gets pushed out near the 10 for a huge first down for Bama. Bama's 3 for 3 here on the red zone touchdowns here today. Can they go 4 for 4? Sanders up the middle there, and he finds Clinton Davis to finish off the drive. 10-yard reception there for the touchdown. And that is Sanders' 4th touchdown of the day in the air. As we'll see now, 45-36. Can they go for 2 here? And we'll see a quick pass in the back of the end zone there from Zach Nash. And they get it. Now 45-38 here with 1:32 left. Nobody's called timeouts yet. And as we see here, Highland's going to have to call their first one as they had put the wrong team out there. They did not put their hands team out there. So now their hands team's out here. We'll see if they can get the ball. They will. That would be Matthew Hicks with the football here. Matthew Hicks going to take it there near midfield for the 1st and 10. For Highland's going to start off here with good field position now. They just really need to run the ball here and force them to use some timeouts. See Davis here runs this one there, and they're trying to muscle his way. But it will be a nice carry there of about 3 on the play. Bama will call their first timeout. 2 timeouts remaining for both teams. 45-38 here in the ball game. Mid-26 left. Hand off to Davison. Davison is going to run this one there up the middle, and he's going to get a nice run there and get a new set of downs for the 1st. And Bama will have 1 timeout remaining. Coach Bond's really hoping they'll burn that timeout here, because if he can get them to burn that timeout or get this first down here, either way, he's going to have this game won. As long as the ball's not being fumbled and as long as it's being taken care of, he'll have this. And he will get the carry there, as they'll say inches, really. And Alabama has no timeouts remaining here. So last play now here for this ball game, possibly 45-38. With minute 18 here, handoff there to Davison. Davison is going to run this one there, and that's 4 yards on that carry. As it keep the clock ticking away here, as Bama cannot do anything to stop this clock here. Bama, under a minute left here. Not much they can do, as they're just seeing that clock just melt away here. Highland's got to have some really excellent ball security here. Davison here holding on to the football with dear life. Runs that one for a gain of 6 on the play. And it'll be 40 seconds left here. Not much for Bama to do, but nonetheless, we pick up the victory here in a nice one. Congratulations there to the Highland Scotties. They pick up the first win here of the season, especially defeating the #1 team in the nation, that being the Alabama Crimson Tide. Nice job, fellas. Your player of the game there, Jasper Reed, 29-37, 387 yards. 4 touchdowns, and of course only 1 interception in the game. So not a bad way to start off the season here. And of course keep his name in the lights as we try to head back to New York and try to see if we can win that Heisman Trophy again for the 2nd time. It'll be hard work, but I think that he's the type of guy who can do it. As we take a look here. And see the highlights from the game. Final score 45-38. Highland has 30 first downs. Bama has 23. You see the total offense there, 562. So they're 427. And take a look at the rushing yards as well as the passing yards there. Not a bad day whatsoever for us. As like I said, very proud of Reed going in here and playing the game playing our type of football here, forcing them to Alabama to play the way we like to play. And really, truly, this is a crowd. This is one of the biggest crowds in college football. One of the most dedicated fan base, and it's not easy going in here and win a game against a team like this. And I think a little bit of redemption was brought back to us, especially for that first year. Even though wasn't meant to be in the national championship, but we did get them back in season 3, win the national championship, and always said if we got a chance to play them again in their home turf, we can definitely beat them, and that's exactly what we did. So not bad there at all. But there you see Reed's numbers there. Like I said, 4 touchdowns, 1 interception, 387. He was 29 of 37. Of course, got picked off once. Davidson had a great day there as well on the ground. 30 carries for 133 yards. 2 touchdowns there. He had 2 broken tackles in the game. And Reed also had 8 carries for 42 yards. Receiving wise, Ramirez, he's just a beast, you guys. I love him. Gonna miss him a lot next season. 14 receptions for 246 yards. He's just a crazy tight end. As for Godfrey, 8 catches for 86 yards, 2 receiving touchdowns. Burns, the freshman, who did a great job there, getting close to 50 yards. 5 catches for 46 yards and a touchdown. And then some of your top defensive players, of course, Reggie Owen with 7 tackles. Miller was 3 tackles, a tackle for loss. Rizzo had 3 tackles, 2 tackles for loss, and 2 sacks. Olsen, 2 tackles, a tackle for loss, and a sack as well. And DeSantos, I said to you guys, this is his year to step up, take over the outside linebacker positions there, in that middle linebacker core. 1 tackle for loss there, so not bad for him at all. Take a look here at Zach Sanders, 25 of 39, 4 touchdowns, 333 yards. He's completed 64% of his passes. And he is sacked 3 times in the game. Henderson, I thought Henderson was going to be utilized a lot more because I really had the game set up as the game plan was to run, to stop the run. But only 46 yards, or 47 yards on 8 carries. Wow. Not what I expected. Receiving wise, Davis, 8 catches for 129 yards, a touchdown. Warren, 6 catches for 68 yards and a touchdown. And of course, Henderson did get a catch in the air with 2 catches, 11 yards, and a touchdown for him. Defensively, Nate Williams, your leading tackler there for Alabama, doing his best work out there as usual. Of course, tackle for loss there. Henderson, Harris, Williams, Shaw, Cooper, and Parker. Like I said, Parker is one of those guys. He's definitely going to be, his name's going to be called out a lot. He's probably going to win some awards here this season. We kind of, got away from him a couple times there. Got a couple times, he was in line side of the ball, but for the most part here, I think we did a great job of not really, getting picked off too much from him. Davidson had 2 sacks, and Shaw had 1 sack as well in this game. And I believe Glover was the only one that got the interception. Tried to take it back for a pick 6, but only took it back 14 yards there. So, defensively, them on us. That was the only bad part. They did get 3 sacks off of us, but we got 3 sacks off of them off their QB as well. So not a big, not a biggie there. But the interceptions, that kind of hurt. But it's just 1. Hopefully, we're trying our best to keep it in single numbers this season. Not saying that it's going to happen, but you never know. We're going to try to do our best to do so. Make our numbers look right. But coming up, guys, in the next video, we will actually have it will be a recruitment special. It'll be the first Highland Scotties Sports Talk recruitment special of the year. We'll talk about some of the players that we recruited, some of the ones we're looking at here right now, ones that we're putting a lot of points in. Not to mention, we will briefly talk about the Michigan game coming up in week 3. As well. So, but most of the video will be about recruiting. So, stay tuned for that and more here on the channel. And as always, guys, and I do apologize if you have noticed I'm nasally for whatever reason. So I got a slight cold. Hopefully, it'll be all right here. I'm gonna take a day or 2 away from doing recording. I'll let you guys know. I'll post something online to let you guys know if a video is supposed to be up or whatever, and when it's going to be. If I not put a video up for this, especially for this series, there'll be a reason. That's the reason why. So I'm trying to get over this cold real quick. But that's it for me. You guys, as always, if you guys do enjoy today's video, please leave a like. Don't forget to subscribe to the channel if you happen to be new. I hope you guys enjoyed this series so far. And if you guys if you're new to the channel, you want to see the beginning of this series, how this all series got started. There's a playlist. There's a link down below for the playlist. You guys start from the very beginning. It'll take you a while to get here to this point, but it's it's worth it. A lot of fun. But yeah, it's been a fun ride so far. So let's see what we can do here in season 7. See if we can go for our sixth straight national championship in 7 seasons, and let's see if we can make things happen. But like I said, next video you guys will see here will be a recruitment special of the Highland Scotties. We'll talk about that and more on that video as well. So as always, keep yourselves healthy. Go Scotty Nation! I will see you all next time.